Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ratna Dubey and in this video I'll be discussing about the types of sampling. There are two types of sampling, that is probability and non-probability. Probability sampling is random sampling and non-probability sampling is non-random sampling. In this video, I'll be discussing about the probability sampling types, and in my other video, that is next video, I will be discussing about types of non-probability sampling. Now, probability sampling, here in probability sampling, each and every unit has an equal chance of the selection in the sample. That means if I am randomly selecting any samples from the whole population, this gives the chance that each and every units in that sample will have equal chance, obviously. So, the types of probability sampling are simple random sampling, systematic, stratified, cluster, area, and multi-stage. Now, simple random sampling. It is a completely random method for selecting the sample. In this, each and every unit has an equal chance of the selection. This can actually include assigning numbers to all the samples and then choosing them. Suppose randomly I'll be selecting any number 2, 5, 8, 10, 9, anything. So I am randomly selecting my samples from the population. Here you can see this is the whole population, and from the whole population I'll randomly select any numbers. Any sample can be selected from the whole population. Now, systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is where I am selecting any specific term. That means if I say I'll be selecting every third number from the sample. So in this case, what I'll be doing, I'll select 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. So every third unit will be selected. This is systematically I am selecting. So this becomes my systematic sampling. Systematic sampling is extended implementation of the same old probability technique in which each member of the group is selected at a regular period to form the sample. Obviously, if I am selecting every third members, that means regularly 3 with the gap of each 3 units, each 3 term, the sample will be selected. That's why systematic sampling. Now, stratified sampling. Stratified sampling involves a method where a large population can be divided into the small parts. First of all, from the whole population, I will make small stratas, that means small groups of whole population, which is homogeneous. From the whole heterogeneous population, what I am doing, I am making small stratas which will be homogeneous because the identical samples will be there. So homogeneous stratas I am selecting. Now from the different stratas, what I will do, I will select each sample from the stratas only. This method basically is used when the whole population is very large. So, when the population is divided into different stratas, then samples can be selected from that stratum. This becomes my stratified sampling. That means from the whole population, I am drawing stratas, that means different groups, and from those different groups I am selecting my samples. Now here you can see this is whole population. Now from this population I am drawing different stratas, that is the first group, second group, third group and fourth group. Now from these four groups, what I'll be doing, I will selecting my samples. Different samples will be now selected from these stratum. Now cluster sampling. Cluster sampling is kind of similar to stratified sampling. This cluster sampling is used when the population is geographically spread out, that means the whole population is not at one place, they are spread out. So what I have to do is I have to make one cluster, and from that cluster I'll make a population, and from that population I will be selecting my samples. For example, if I want to select 100 participants from the entire population of the university, it is kind of impossible for me to get a complete list of everyone, each and every participants. So what I can do over here is I will randomly select some areas, that is college or any specific stream if I say. Then from that stream or from that college I will randomly select my samples. This becomes my cluster sampling. Now, area sampling. This is another form of cluster sampling only, in which area under the study is divided into sub areas, and from those sub areas that has been divided, now from those sub areas I'll be randomly selecting my samples. This becomes my area sampling. Now the last one is multi-stage sampling. In multi-stage sampling, at different stages I have to draw my samples, and at the last stage my sample will be finally selected. That means on the last sample my study will be based. Here you can see that in multi-stage sampling, suppose I have first of all selected 500 candidates, and from those 500 candidates from the first stage, again at the second stage what I'll do, I'll select 100 candidates, and from those 100 selected candidates, again at the last stage 10 candidates are selected, and my study now will be based on these 10 candidates only. Mostly we have seen these in any kind of competitive exams. Suppose in that, what happens in any competitive exams, first of all the prelims exams are taken. So suppose 500 candidates got selected from those, that prelim exam. Now the second stage, main exam. In main exam what happens, again 100 students or 100 candidates cleared that exam. So now they will be called for an interview, and in that interview not all can be selected obviously. So in that interview suppose 10 candidates are selected, so now my study will be based on these 10 candidates that are finally selected at the last stage. So this becomes my multi-stage sampling. At different stages I am selecting my samples. So we are done with all the types of probability sampling. In the next video, I'll be discussing about the non-probability sampling. So till then, keep learning, and if you find this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel Savvy Commerce. And for any kind of query or any doubt if you are having, mention that in the comment section. Thank you so much.